Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5, temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day.
You see who I got with me today, right? You see who I got with me today. We got Mr. Euro, Mr. European, straight from Jackson, Mississippi, by way of Chicago. And we have DJ PM, the legendary DJ PM. He's a legend on Redsview.
Alright, I'll take that.
Of course, and you got me, J Red. So now that I finally have these two gentlemen here with me today, just know that these are like some of the most hardcore hip hop connoisseurs that I know.
Believe that.
For real, for real. You think it's like 3 J Reds on the couch right now. So anyway, for today's episode, we're going to talk about the hottest group, arguably the hottest hip-hop group out right now. That is the Migos. Migos, all right? So we already know they are the hottest group. They've had a successful run thus far. Everybody pretty much emulates their sound, their style, their production, all that other stuff. So we're going to just spend this episode to just go over their career, you know, see their hits, their misses, all that stuff. So with that being said.
It ain't a lot of misses. It ain't a lot.
All right, we're going to get into that. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Euro. Would Migos have been as successful without Drake?
Yes. In my opinion, I feel that if you look at the track record of the Migos, if we go back to 2013 with Young Rich Nigga.
Okay.
That was like their introduction. I think, that was their introduction to it when Versace first came out.
Okay.
Far as the college market, you can contest to this. Playing at college parties. Yeah. Without Drake being on that, it was still a hit. Far as the college campus running their music, it was a hit. I think that Drake did take them to another level.
As far as Versace goes.
Versace goes in popularity, but would they be in the position that they are now without Drake? Yes, I think it may have taken a few more years, maybe a year or two, but if you just look at their track record of like all their singles, they had it. The body of work is really there. I think Drake just introduced him aside. He introduced him to a side of the culture a little bit quicker than, if they didn't have him on their record.
I want to see your opinion about this, DJ PM.
Me? Hell no. Listen, personally, bro, I just don't see it happening without Drake. I just don't see it happening. I mean, I do agree with Euro as far as like the body of work is there and the catalog is there, the music is there. Like their mixtapes was bubbling, they was killing it a lot. But I just remember when I just ran into the Migos in the Versace store when Drake drumped on that joint.
Yes.
It took their career to another level.
Level.
I mean, they was already dope and they was already buzzing in like the Atlanta and like the subsidiary markets of Atlanta, and as far as like people who listen to mixtapes and that type of stuff. But Drake really put them in front of the masses.
I agree.
Like he's done for so many other people. Yeah. That's not to take away from what QC and all them has done for them. But ain't nothing like a Drake cosign, dog.
And see, this is like when I first heard of Migos, I heard Drake rap to their sound on Versace. I didn't know who they were. So the fact that Drake was on there, that made them bubble even higher than they would have been. So I feel like with Drake, he's a very strategic person when he knows to jump on different waves. He wave rides. Yeah. We know this. But it's effective because pretty much everybody he's rode, you know what I'm saying, have been... everybody's wave he's rode on have been successful, and I feel like Drake hopping on that remix brought that style to the forefront.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with. I can't agree. I agree with everything you guys are saying. I just can't say they wouldn't be successful without that culture.
Well, no, it's not even about not being successful.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna say they wouldn't be successful because I mean, as they say, the product speaks for itself. They would be successful. Exactly. I just don't think they would be what they are now.
Right now,
without Drake.
I agree.
Personally, I think they would be Travis Porter.
No,
listen to me.
That's low.
Listen to me.
That's low.
Listen to me.
Here.
Travis Porter had a wave. Don't act like they
They
did.
did.
Yeah,
They did.
They had a wave and they was killing it for a long
Now
time.
was Roscoe Dash a part of that wave?
Same wave.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But what happened to both of them?
But
They
again,
fizzled
too,
out.
Yeah.
You know what? Over time, though, one thing I will say, they had a wave, but they did not have a sound.
They
I don't
did
know.
have
Travis
sound.
Porter had a
They
sound.
had sound.
They had club sounds.
Yeah.
They had club dancing.
Yeah.
Shake your
That's what
you know,
Migos
shake-
had. Migos was a sound.
Well, Migos got that triplet flow
Yeah.
thing, so
Yeah.
I give you that.
You know,
I
like
give
they
you
had
that.
the streets. They
Yeah.
still had club records.
Yeah.
They had overall good music. Like you could only play Travis Porter for maybe 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah.
That's it. You can do a Migos set.
Yeah, you really can.
As of right now, but at
Even-
that particular time when they had Knock the Pussy Out Like Fight Night,
Yeah.
Chinatown, all that stuff, that was the same. That was equivalent to what I feel like you're talking
Yeah,
about with the Travis
but you-
Porter.
with the Travis
Was
Porter.
that
Now-
around the Handsome and Wealthy time too, though?
Yeah, all
they
that.
had a
All
lot
that.
though, man.
They
That's a lot of
did.
good
But
But
content.
man, they had about 5 records that
Yeah.
was going crazy,
But
but
Travis
Travis Porter
Porter
had
did
about
too.
5 records going crazy too now.
That and don't act like I feel like Roscoe Dash and Travis Porter was influencing the industry as well.
They were.
It just
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think, like you said, I think it just fell off and
It
faded
fizzled
away
out.
real quick.
Because
yeah,
did they have a major cosign?
no,
I can't think of
I don't think they
any
did.
major cosign that Travis Porter ever got.
They didn't. They never
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Name
that's true,
somebody
too.
like, cause Drake. I feel like Drake heard that triple time flow, and it was like, oh shit, let me hop up on
Right.
that, and it was intriguing for him to do it.
Another thing, though, they never had a song like Versace. I think Versace was so relatable to the culture itself,
Yeah.
of where everything was at
And
that time
Biggie
frame.
was a Versace wearer,
Right.
and you know,
I think that they there again too just goes back to the music of they hit the corners of every pocket. Like,
Right.
you couldn't go wrong with the Migos, even if they didn't make it off like this song. They had this one.
Right.
I think Versace was just even from like a fashion standpoint, like. That's when everybody was kind of wearing Versace around
Yeah,
that time, and if you
them-
weren't wearing Versace around that time, it's like you damn sure gonna wear it
you
now.
wear it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally don't think so.
Okay.
Without Drake, it's a no for me.
it's a no for me too. But you feel like,
Yeah, I feel like they would have made it. I think it would have been a slow grind.
Gotcha.
okay, got you. All right, which goes to my next question. So we know that their wave has been tremendous, right, for the last few years. So.
Yeah.
How long has their wave been going on? I know Versace and things like that, but from then until now, do you ever feel like it was a down point from the Migos that like they ever had? Like, cause me personally, I feel like Versace came out, handsome, wealthy, all that other
Right.
stuff. But I feel like at one point it was kind of like, you know, like a slippery slope for them.
Okay.
But Bad and Bougie
Yeah.
brought them like, it's like they kind of, before they hit rock bottom, I
Right.
feel like they just shot up like that.
2015. Look at my dad. 2015. I think they had. That's when they were either signed to 300 or around
Right.
the time
Yeah,
they had kinda,
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. The only reason I feel like they were slipping because they couldn't really release music. 'Cause
Right.
They were signed with 300 and they were having issues. Contractual issues at that point.
Exactly.
But after that, though, as soon as that ended, what happened?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Yeah,
Fire.
yeah.
You got
So-
Bad and Bougie. So it's
Yeah.
like, again,
Yeah.
if their track record, man, the Migos have been running the game, in my opinion, at least since 2013.
Right.
2015. If you like it,
2013?
2013 to 14.
When did Versace come out?
Fight Night was
Well,
good.
Bando came out first. Don't
Yes.
forget Bando though.
And
Yeah.
Bando was before all of it.
Yeah, Bando.
I didn't hear Bando. I heard Versace.
You never heard Bando?
I mean, no, I know what
Trapping
it is
out
now.
the house
I
with
know
the
that.
boys
Out
on-
the
That's
house.
what introduced me to
Trap out the
Migos.
band.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think like the most popular, like just knockout, like
Right,
here
smash, it
was
was
Versace.
Versace. Okay.
But that
It was,
wasn't that
yeah.
2014
Yeah, 20
or
yeah,
2013.
2013.
It was 2013.
2013
Yeah.
because then they had Fight Night, and Fight Night was good. Handsome and Wealthy was
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Which
To be-
followed that.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I got introduced to Lucci because of the song they had with them, Key to the Streets.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
like around that time,
True,
like
too.
Yeah.
they were everywhere in Atlanta. So 2015 they had contractual issues. But even if you look at my dad, look how popular Look at My Dad was.
Right.
Cam Newton
I
was
was about to say
dabbing like,
thanks to Cam Newton.
Yeah.
but again
Yeah.
too.
But I
the
didn't
culture.
even really think that, like, I didn't know that, like, Migos had made that song. I thought,
Yeah.
like, the dab thing was just, like,
They created the
an
dab.
Yeah, no,
Atlanta
yeah.
thing, you know. But
Well, I don't know if they created it.
Yeah.
They popularized it for sure.
I get that.
Alright. I don't know if they created it. I don't want to take away from whatever Atlanta nigga really made that. Because I know some
man,
Atlanta niggas.
they took my dance,
Right.
man.
But do you feel like DJ PM? Do you feel like it was a down point? Like what?
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but it was because of the contractual stuff.
Okay.
I don't feel like musically they've ever
Just fell
gotten
off.
to a point where we was like, all right, now what they gonna do?
Yeah.
I feel like with the whole 300 stuff, because I mean they've come out and talked about it before and said that this is why they were at a low point musically, and it was because of the contracts and 300 wouldn't let them put music out. So yes, there was a low point, but it was because of the contracts. Because as soon as that was done,
It was
like
over.
Euro said, Bad and Bougie came back
Yeah,
out.
it came out and did
And
what it did.
it went from Look at My Dab, which everybody in the world was doing, like,
And to piggyback off of that, I feel like Look at My Dab didn't have a face on it. I feel
True.
like Bad
Well,
and
Cam
Bougie
was the
did.
face of that.
Cam
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel like you could have been lost in the sauce
Right.
and not known Migos.
Right.
You know,
Very
but,
true.
But I feel like Bad and Bougie was not.
Right.
This is us.
But that's just a testament to their
true.
to them as songwriters and as music makers, that they was able to come right from behind it, because you have so many people who have a record that's that big that can't survive that.
like Swag Surfing.
Right.
Swag Surfing is a legendary record.
But name another one of their songs.
Exactly.
Name the group.
Name the group. Right.
Well, I
that
can
was-
name the group FLY,
FLY.
but that's only because I played the record
Yeah,
and I
you
see
know
them.
it.
Yeah.
We don't count.
But like, okay, but you got Trinidad James. The whole world was screaming all gold, everything.
Yeah.
His next record was what?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Three-piece
No.
chicken or some shit.
Yeah. No, that was the
And I was
album.
actually
It's called Timmy's Smile, man. Hey, shout out Trinidad James, man.
I was
Don't do my
rooting for
dog
him,
like
man.
that.
I was
was
rooting
Real quick, you know when I knew it was over with for him was
Yeah.
when he was on 106 Live, the New Year's Eve edition.
Yeah.
And he was just performing, and everybody was just looking like,
He was doing all gold.
yeah. And then the 106 Apart crowd was looking at him like, what the hell? Because if it was more of like a, nigga, we don't take you serious
Right,
for
right,
real,
right,
for real.
right.
Like we may vote for your shit,
Right.
but nigga, you here. But anyway.
that record was a smash though. But
It
anyway,
was.
And this is the reason I decided to make this episode. We know that the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce, just dropped a joint
sir.
album together
Yep.
called Everything Is Love. And the
is that the name of it?
Yeah, Everything
I didn't
Is
know the
Love.
name of it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was called the Cars.
I thought so
Really?
too. Actually, I think
It
that's the
should
name
be
of the
called
group.
Carters.
I think that's the name of their
Just
group.
like the thong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like him and
That
Kanye
was
with the
the
thong.
Carters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first official single off of that project is Ape Shit.
Okay.
Now, if you listen closely to Ape Shit, you can hear Quavo and Offset's vocals that are on there,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
So pretty much, and I heard the demo version of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a Migos song produced by Pharrell
Yeah.
that Jay-Z and Beyonce hopped on.
And
You
they got
can
writing credits too.
Yeah,
Shout
and
out
they
to Jay-Z and
do.
them
You
for
can
that.
even hear Offset's. You can tell that
Yeah.
Beyonce, like Offset wrote that verse. for
right
Beyonce.
by her cadence.
Yeah, by the
Yeah,
cadence,
yeah,
like
yeah.
because we know Offset or whatever like
Yeah.
that. So, me personally, I feel like that song staples them and solidifies them as the elite group as far as right now goes. Everything that we talk about, like how they've done and how they came, I feel like that pretty much gives them the staple. The reason I say that, when Bone Thugs came out, right?
Right.
They were dope. They were hot. The Crossroads came out, First of the Month came out. They were hot, universal. But New York still wasn't accepting of them
Right.
until Biggie came out. With
All
they
This
did
Dangerous.
Notorious Thugs.
Woo.
That's when the
Which
East
is a
Coast.
classic,
It was
by
a
the way.
classic.
Oh my God.
That's when the East Coast was just gave them that stamp of approval.
Right.
And it was there. So what I'm saying is that I feel like certain people can help solidify you and cement you in.
Yes.
Hip hop,
Of course.
and I know Migos have done everything Bad and Bougie. I ain't taking nothing away from them, but the fact that Jay-Z and Beyonce
Right.
jumped on a song that was theirs and redid, whatever. But I feel like that pretty much makes them a staple.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I made this episode. What's your take?
Yes,
on this?
and like especially for it to be, it's their single.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's their single,
big as
and
hell.
you have one when it comes on, you hearing Quavo.
Right.
And then you're gonna hear, Offset. So for me, this is their Super Bowl trophy where it's like it's no denying the Migos. The Migos are not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
They
No time
are
soon.
getting accepted by the Carters.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's real hip hop. Like you can't go above Jay-Z and Beyonce. So for me, I think for the masses, it's the stamp of approval. For
Right.
me, it's like I told y'all niggas.
Yeah,
it
you
was
been
the
doing.
truth.
You been.
Yeah, like, I told y'all niggas the Migos were the truth. And
I got you.
yeah. It's the
Yeah,
stamp
no,
of
I
approval.
agree. I think it definitely solidifies them as the best hip hop group right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I had my doubts about Migos, but this was like years ago when they dropped Bando and then they dropped the song Emmett Smith because the song sounded just alike.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, man. That ain't gonna keep working.
So either.
But they've learned how to switch it up, and I will say that I don't know if it's a label decision or if it's a Migos decision. But whoever is putting them with these different producers is smart because what they're doing is they're bringing the producers into their world. So they're still being able to do their sound, and the producer has to make a beat to their sound, not vice versa.
And that's what Pharrell did exactly on there. Like, I didn't even know Pharrell produced it. But even though when I went back and heard read the credits, it made me know. Like, I felt like, okay, I hear Pharrell now on this shit, but I love it.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day. But like, I was just like you. I didn't really see them really lasting too long because. Like, just to me personally, I'm not gonna call myself a Migos fan.
Right.
But I appreciate some of the songs that they do. Like, I love Bad and Bougie.
I'm a fan. I like them music.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
Sidebar. Why they keep leaving my boy off?
Oh man, they
Take
gotta
off?
stop
Yes.
We're gonna get to him.
Jesus. He's 0-2 right now. The biggest songs of their life. He never in. He's never in.
Hey, I just got one question though.
What's that?
Do it look like he was left off?
This one hurt.
Oh yeah.
Well, we can.
I think he still get a check though because
he got a check for Bad and Bougie.
I think it's like a Migos check, not like a Quavo. And
Nah, if you a writer, that shit goes.
Well, nah, even with Bad and Bougie, you know, with the interviews they were saying they split it 3 ways, but. Again, too, it's like
just musically though, it's a bad look.
It is.
Like he couldn't even put no ad libs.
No ad lib.
Because that's all Quavo and them did was put the ad libs on
and left their vocals on.
Yeah.
Well, we can go to this. We can go to this right now.
Let's do it.
Why do you feel like Takeoff is the one that's always left off? Like, why? Well, I'm gonna start with you, DJ.
I don't know, man. Personally, I think Takeoff is the best rapper.
Okay.
Out of the 3.
Y'all need to go back and rewind this. What he just said.
Takeoff is the best rapper out of the 3.
Yeah.
But he's not the most charismatic and he doesn't like flow the best, I would say. But he's the best rapper.
Can I point of inquiry right here? Fight Night.
Okay.
Who was on the hook?
Takeoff actually was.
Yeah.
Right. Another song that came out. I feel like Takeoff was the voice of the Migos at one point.
In the beginning, Takeoff was. When Offset was locked up, Takeoff was the voice of the Migos.
Right. So I can't say
Quavo was the face.
Right.
However, though, things shifted once
Offset got out.
Offset
was sounding like a regular dude, Offset really didn't sound like Offset until Bad and Bougie.
Let me ask you this. Go ahead. Yeah. You say that and then I'm gonna ask. Go ahead.
Actually, when Offset was getting out of jail, I'm like, do they really need him?
Right.
It was like,
because they was killing
it. It was like, do they really need
killing
him?
it. Yeah.
So for me, it's I still find it kind of puzzling to see how he's being left off of so many hits.
Right.
And even the debate around the barbershops, you know, he's always the one that we don't talk about.
Right.
And to me, Quavo is the weakest rapper in the group.
He's the most liked.
He is.
And that's what matters.
And that's the part that kills
And he got the best ad-libs.
He does.
Hold on.
He got the best ad-libs.
But now, is he the most liked? Because I feel like Offset in Cardi's situation
that's what I was going to ask.
made them be. So I feel like this personally. Like, because I have a question, like, who's, your favorite Migos member?
Right.
My favorite, if I have to choose, is Offset, because Offset is what made Bad and Bougie what it was.
Right.
It's him on the hook.
Yeah.
And the similar formula is on Culture too. What was that song? Emoji Chain.
Right.
Like, I happen to like that song because Offset's style, he takes the Migos style. I feel like he did what Old Dirty Bastard did with Wu-Tang shit.
Right.
It's like you just add so much shit together.
Right.
And Quavo is this way, Takeoff is this way, Offset is in between. It used to be a curse to him because he used to sound just like a regular dude in the group.
Right.
But now his style is just so offset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To where I feel like that's what stands out now. And now that he has Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Is he the flagship Migos?
Well, I think he's definitely the biggest and the most recognized.
Yep.
More than Quavo now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's because of Cardi B.
Yeah.
He's not the best to me though.
Takeoff is the best rapper.
To me.
Yeah, bar for bar,
Yeah.
definitely. Because even on Cardi's album, which I didn't like, but that came through dripping.
Yeah.
Takeoff went the fuck.
Yeah.
Do you think that with Takeoff being like the most reserved member, that kind of hurts him as well?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
think
that's another thing I was
personality-wise,
gonna say
and
too.
he's the youngest too.
I don't think that, because I feel like I always reference Bone because that's, they're a group.
Yeah.
Crazy was the most mellowed out, kind of
Yeah.
laid back person, but they consider him and Busy to be like the best ones in the
So
group.
why do you think?
Takeoff.
Yeah. Why do you
Because-
think he's the least recognized then?
Well, I feel like Takeoff is the least recognized as far as right now.
Right.
Because for some reason, ever since Offset came out with that wild style,
Right.
Takeoff is still in that 2014 stage.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I think that for me,
Because back then it was bars. He's
Right.
always giving us bars.
Bars.
Hit her to the left. Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
knock
he
the
had
pussy
cold
out
verses.
like
Yeah.
right now.
He
Yeah,
had
you know what I'm
cold
saying?
verses,
Like he's always giving us that, but now you know how we just said the game shifts all the time.
Right.
It's not about that. It's more about your style. Meaning, it's not even about punchlines and metaphors
Right.
anymore. It's more so about how you deliver shit, and I feel like that's the reason Offset is able to do what he's pretty much doing.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they've all had their highlight moments. Like for me, No Labels 2, that's when Quavo was
Right.
he shined
yeah.
the most.
Mhm.
Culture 1, that's when Offset.
Right.
That was Offset out.
I
I
was
feel like the
looking for his
second
shit.
one,
Yeah.
Takeoff.
But
For me, Culture 2, I think Takeoff is the MVP of that.
But what's messed up is too, Culture 2 isn't popping.
For you, it's not.
For you, for me, but I'm saying, do
Right.
you like
He's
Culture?
saying- I like Culture 2. I think
It's not as popular.
so. My problems with Culture 2 was, one, it was too long. I feel like
That's a fact. I get it.
yeah. I don't want no Kanye 7 songs album out of Migos, but 24 songs, 25 songs, however
From
many it
Migos?
is,
No.
that's too much for the Migos.
Yeah.
I think it should have been like
12, 13.
12, 13
Yeah.
smashes though.
Yeah.
And then
It's crazy that the fact that Takeoff shines the
Right.
most
Yeah.
on there, but
That's it. No, I
Culture
get that.
2, you know what I'm
Now,
saying?
I think Culture 1 had 14 songs on there. Culture 1 had 14 songs on there.
and nobody remembers anything before Culture. Not for real.
album wise,
Album wise,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, I'm gonna say the masses don't. People,
yeah.
people that like the Migos and people that listen to that type of rap do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, which goes to my next thing. Did Migos create their style? The style that they have right now. I can say whatever, but I want to hear your opinion.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
already.
of course.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, they didn't create the style of the sound,
Which
or,
is the triple time, double time.
yeah,
flow.
Right.
the double entendres, the
Right.
like no, but they polished it and turned that motherfucker into a Bentley.
Didn't it?
They refurbished it.
It went from a Honda Accord to a Bentley, and they drove off into sunset.
Yeah.
So for
Still
me,
driving off.
and still driving,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be driving for a long time.
Long
in my
time.
opinion. So for me, you really have to dial back before we go back to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You have to give it to Ludacris, because Ludacris had that sound, and I think he was at that time kind of the only rapper that was running with it,
Right.
and doing that kind of flow. But his music didn't resonate with everyone. It was kind of unique, and it was kind of more of a pop.
Yeah,
kind of
and
sound.
Luda was very experimental with his beat selection
Yes,
too. So.
and videos too.
Yeah,
it
that
was
too.
kind of like the Busta Rhymes meets like
Missy
Missy
Elliott,
Elliott.
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I like it, but
I don't know if I like.
Yeah,
it.
I don't know if I really like it.
And to take it a step further, I don't feel like that style ever died. Like
No.
I feel like once Bone, and I could give credit to 362.
Yeah, 360 did it.
I feel like that style has always been there because it wasn't just Ludacris who was using it during that time. Mariah Carey, you had Usher, Jermaine Dupri. Most of the stuff he was producing in like 04 through 06
Okay.
all had that triple time flow. Go back and listen to "We Belong Together" by Mariah Carey. Usher's whole Confession album. These are my confession. Just when I thought I said all I could say.
I see what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah, I see
all
what
of
you're
it.
saying.
Like if you go back and listen, because I remember as a fan, I'll be listening to this. I'm like, damn, this sounds just like the Bone Thug thing, and it stuck out to me more because they were
That make a
singing.
lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I never even thought about that. Wow.
Yeah, like go back and you're Redheads. I want you to go back and listen to any song that Jermaine Dupri had produced.
I'm
during that
listening
time.
to the album in my head right now,
And all of it.
I'm listening to the Confessions albums in my head.
And on Let It Burn.
I tried to, but then I just kept hearing some Migos ad libs going.
It's funny. And see, that's why I feel like they took advantage, and you know, they now I can say they added another element. You know that
them ad libs crazy.
They
bro.
are
ad libs is
and
crazy.
that's why I like Offset. His ad libs, bitch, I'm my dog. Like I love that shit.
One out of all of them.
So I feel like I said, like, cause I was debating with somebody and they were just like, well, Bone. I'm like, well, no, they're still relevant,
right?
Because the style is still here,
right.
And once your style and your legacy is still there, and people just emulate it, like T-Pain, for example,
right?
Yes, people use auto-tune before T-Pain,
of course,
but nobody did it. Like nobody had to be their main squeeze.
Nobody in our generation.
No,
anyway.
nobody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And T-Pain, the whole industry adapted to what he was doing.
They did.
What was messed up though is that it flushed him out.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because
what Jay flushed him out, which was crazy because when Jay made that record, he was actually talking to everybody but T-Pain.
Right.
But since T-Pain flew that flag at the time, it kind of was like he was talking to T-Pain, and so the industry turned its back on T-Pain.
And that was so messed
And who
up.
told T-Pain to go on stage when he did that song too?
That was
bad.
But he felt like it was. But I think that. I felt like at the end of the day,
pepper sprayed his ass.
I felt like at the end of the day, I felt like people were looking, since everybody was doing like the hooks and stuff like that, like T-Pain. They were like, "What do I need T-Pain for if I could just get on autotune?"
Right.
Then you had Future who came out.
Yeah.
And Future, like I said, Future's whole style came from T-Pain. Like T-Pain,
he was definitely he was a trapped out T-Pain.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. So Future, Bone. Let me see. Okay, you got Bone Thugs. Then Migos are the future of
of that
what Bone
equation.
did.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like they did that. So I mean, shout out to everybody. That's why I say always salute the legends that came before you. Give them their roses while they're still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we do that.
So dare you say without Bone Thugs, there's no Migos?
Of course. Okay. Without Bone, there's not a lot of people. I don't feel like it's a Drake. I don't feel like it's a Ja Rule. I don't feel like it's a Nelly. Like it's more than just fast rap. It's like they added melody. If you look at Mariah Carey's song Breakdown, that was another song. After that, I feel like the industry changed forever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that Mariah Carey was huge as fuck. She was like the equivalent to the Beyonce right now. That song.
Yeah, she was. Definitely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Migos got a song on the Carter shit.
Right.
Biggie and Bone was Jay-Z.
Okay.
Mariah Carey and Bone was Beyonce.
Right. We also have to throw in two other names. Crucial Conflict and Do or Die.
See, you read my mind because I was just about to say, are we not going to acknowledge Do or Die?
I do acknowledge them, but I mean, they just didn't have as much success. I don't feel like they left.
They didn't have as much success. I give you that, but come on, man, that Do You Wanna Ride?
Yeah, that still was impactful.
Come on, man.
What about
everybody
Twister?
was singing that?
Twister, but see, Twister. To me, he really wasn't double time. He was like quadruple time. But this is not a Twister episode. But the crazy thing is, you can still understand every word that Twister was saying.
I
thought that was dope. I couldn't. I remember when I was in high school. I used to try to rap a Adrenaline Rush back though. But anyway, this is about the Migos. Now
everybody else.
Now washed up rapper nobody cares about.
All right. Well, anyway, all right. So y'all already said y'all see them lasting for a long time.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you see them like how long do you see them like in the future?
As long as they can continue to evolve, not necessarily change. They don't need to change, but as far as like production and beat selection and keeping current with the slang, I'm gonna tell you the Migos' biggest problem. They got to put out music every year. They have to. They have to because they don't make substance music. They make very microwave music, and so they have to keep putting that TV dinner in if it makes sense.
I got a question. Do you feel like their music will last? Now we're in the moment right now.
Their music,
real time,
like from 10 years from now, since they make that microwave type of music.
I think 10 years from now, if they don't continue to evolve with beat selection and things like that, I think hearing their songs will be like hearing Ain't Gonna Let Up.
This
God,
dude, his comparisons are like, dude.
I'm just being honest.
Sean, his comparisons are crazy.
For those that don't know what that is, go
man.
YouTube DG Yola Ain't Gonna Let Up, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a classic in the South.
It is. It's
classic.
It's a classic. What? It's another song I'm thinking of right now too. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you feel like that's
if they don't continue to evolve and if they don't keep the microwave up, like they have to keep dropping.
Dang.
They have to. They're gonna be forever cursed with music of the moment.
So do you feel like if I put a 3-6 Mafia song on, Chicken Head,
right,
Project Pat,
right,
that's classic.
That's a classic.
I don't feel like 10 years from now I'm gonna be able to put on anything besides Bad and Bougie and feel like it's a classic.
Anything besides
Bad and Bougie, Fight Night, but like I feel like what you're saying, they gonna be I Ain't Gonna Let Up.
Yo,
but
T-shirt is a big T-shirt is a big song too though.
T-shirt was big.
That hook is contagious.
I hated T-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I don't know. 10 years from now, you'll be able to put on a Migos record besides Bad and Bougie.
That's what you see. What I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at.
But they make music for the moment, though. That's what I'm saying.
See,
so
he got.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
One, I think the Migos will last for a long time until another wave or sound that comes along that will wash them out.
Right.
That's the only reason.
But I don't see that happening no time soon.
That's the only reason Drake is on top right now, because
Right.
it hasn't been a new person to come in and kind of
Yeah, no, that's
I
true.
got a few reasons why Drake is on top. That's another episode.
No, I don't see their reigning anytime soon.
Yeah.
And to answer the second part of your question, I think it depends on kind of like where you are when you're playing Amigos records,
right?
Too, you know what I mean? Because if you ask me, like, we still play Nuck If You Buck, and
True.
how positive was Nuck If You Buck?
But
Like, how advanced
It was a classic.
It was classic.
It was classic.
It was
Dang
classic.
it. But we didn't think that like at that moment.
Right.
Though. We didn't say like, yo, 20 years from now, if you play this at my wedding, we getting, Right.
But
Yeah,
truthfully, dude, when you play Migos records, does it make you feel like Nuck If You Buck?
Bad and Bougie.
That's
bougie.
it.
But
Yeah.
there's a few though. There's a few.
When T-shirt come on, bro, you ain't finna be.
I don't know, man, because I think that it depends. Like, yo, if you in a strip club and you may hear like Handsome and Wealthy, you may hear some of the records off RYN.
Yeah.
I think so. Even off for Culture One, we have to keep in mind that we're getting so much music from the Migos. It's really hard to kind of dictate what's really gonna be hot. 10 years.
And I think that's why I said they're gonna always be a slave of the moment. Because they have to. They have to. Keep dropping. Yeah. They have to.
And
Otherwise, it's like, all right, well, are they really that dope?
That's how I feel like it's a general consensus of how they are. Like, most people don't like them, but they're so current.
I wouldn't say most people don't like them.
Like, I'm talking about outside of where we're at right now. I see people all the time, like all over on my Facebook. Like the other day, I made the status. Y'all saw it. And a friend of mine shared it. A dude immediately went there and said, they okay. And I told him, I said, no, I get where you're coming from. But you have to give them the credit.
Yeah, I think that also, too, we accept music who we want to accept it from.
Right.
Prime example, I seen a tweet that somebody was like, yo, Beyonce rapping better than half these niggas out here. It's like, the Migos taught them though, so it's like, I think again too, it just goes back to the Migos. Yes, who we want to accept it from. Like, yo, the Migos have really hits out here, and let's say that if Drake or if this was been a J-Rock featuring Kendrick Lamar and the Migos wrote it, we would have, I think, looked at it different. I think music sometimes can be accepted differently on who provides them with that presence.
I agree with that.
And it's just like, yo, we associate Migos with the Lil Yachty's, with all the littles and all the little babies. So,
but they better than all.
And they are. But here's the thing, though, from the general eye and general public, they don't look at it like that. They like, yo, it's a bunch of
mumble rap,
which goes back to if it's mumble rap, why they writing for the Carters?
Right. No, the Migos can rap flat out. Anybody that don't acknowledge that is crazy.
Yeah, they can rap. They got bars.
Yeah.
Like, I can say they're not mumble rap.
No.
And they're honestly the last of our generation rappers.
Right.
Like, traditional rappers.
Yes.
Now, they're just...
One of.
One of. Like, they're just like the Hot Boys. They're just like... Everything we've grown up listening to is just, I feel like what he says. Their sound is so too current that it's for the moment.
Right.
Like, when they rap... it's like it's not like a general like I'm finna rap and let you know like staying on subject. It's it's random. And when you do stuff like that, it's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it sounds okay, but even Beyonce's verse when Offset wrote, I'm like I can tell Offset wrote that because of the subject matter.
See, my biggest question is when the climate of music changes, and it's gonna change, will the Migos be able to change with it to keep up?
Yeah, I don't think so because like you said, they're just so much for the moment right now.
They're for
and
the
it's
moment.
not like their lyrics really stick out. Like, think of it. Like, their ad-libs do. But it's never been a quotable...
I love their ad-libs, bro.
Yeah, they're ad-libs. But it's never been, like, a quotable line from them or anything to make you, like when we drop Ain't Gonna Let Up.
Right.
Or we drop Knuck If You Buck.
Right.
It puts me in a mind frame of... And the only song that I feel that from Bad...
Yeah,
is Bad and Bougie.
Bad and Bougie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna drop everything. And you be like...
I'm sitting there... I'm trying to think if they got another record that... moves me like that record does. And
I just think so.
I just can't
Ooh,
think of
quite
it.
frankly though, Bad and Bougie didn't move me when I first heard it.
No?
Not when I first heard you?
It took...
Well, first heard you.
When I first heard it, I think Offset, his introduction to it was like, oh shit, this is gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Then of course he was like, it's cool. I know people gonna eat me up for this. Man, Lil Uzi verse.
I hated his verse.
I loved it.
I loved
You
it.
loved
too.
it?
Yes. I like
What?
it. I don't feel like
That Uzi verse.
I don't feel like any verse
What kind of
was
ride?
on there.
For a minute, hey, like what?
It rolled though.
No, man.
That
Hey,
shit
listen,
rolled.
and I like some of Uzi's music.
Yeah.
I do. That just wasn't it for me.
So like when I heard it, I was like, it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, like when I heard this, I was like, this is cool.
that just wasn't it for me.
No, but it took time. It's we talked about a song earlier.
Yeah.
It took a while, but once it really stuck to me, it stuck. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As a DJ, I never play Uzi's verse.
Pretty much. I don't think any DJ.
And
Nah,
there's
it's
some
Really?
DJs that do.
Oh.
There's some DJs that do that go straight to that. Yeah.
Cause
I'm
I'm
an
not
Uzi fan though, so
I'm not.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm
but
not a
fan.
I don't feel like I feel like you could have put anybody on there because the beat rolled so well.
Yeah.
And the way
Who made that beat?
Mike
Was that
Will. No.
Mike Will?
Yeah. Did Mike Will do it?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not a fan of Uzi's verse.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, do you feel like Takeoff being on there would have been better? Or it wouldn't be? That's another thing. Do you feel
I don't
like
know if Takeoff.
being
I
on
don't
there
honestly
would've
know
been
if Takeoff being on there would have been better because he raps so different from the other two.
Yeah.
Versus Uzi kind of just like slid right in and was just like, all right, he right in pocket.
He had a catchy thing. Like Takeoff wouldn't have did it. He was like, like it wouldn't have been, whatever.
I don't know, man.
But
Who made that?
Yeah.
Do we know?
I have Sprint, so you guys.
Oh, sorry. I believe it was Mike Will because Mike Will
for
made
just
it.
99
It was
cents
Mike
a day.
Will because I think Mike Will made it. That's what first comes on.
Actually, Metro Boomin.
Oh,
Metro Boomin.
Damn.
Metro
Metro
Boomin
Boomin wants some more, nigga.
Yeah,
Damn, my bad.
I know it's a
Man,
little
I
off
like
subject. Out of all the Migos, who had the best verse off of Motorsport?
Takeoff. Takeoff was the only one who really had a verse on there. Offset was sharing it with Cardi, wasn't he? Kinda.
So I say Takeoff.
Takeoff.
Yeah, and then Quavo. Like you talking about out of Nicki and all them? Or
We can
just
throw
No,
Which one is
just Migos.
just me go. Yeah, Takeoff.
Yeah.
Takeoff. Motorsport was a trash song though.
You didn't like Motorsport?
No,
I like
thought it was
Motorsport.
dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was trash.
Hey, since we're talking about best verses, who had the best verse on what's the one where they had the Soul Train video?
Walking like a
Yeah, who had the
Target?
best verse on
Takeoff.
that? Who had the,
No.
who had the last verse?
No.
Elliot,
No.
who had the last verse? Elliot got me. Rocky.
Yeah,
got
Offset.
that.
Offset.
He had.
Oh yeah, Offset. Yeah, his flow on that. Yeah.
Hey, I love that verse.
Offset.
But ask me what I think.
Woo,
about
that
the song.
nigga. Hey,
What
I
do you think
love
about
that
the
verse.
song?
What I think about the song? It was trash.
You didn't like Walking Like a Target?
Not at all. Not at
You
all.
just might be a Migos hater, my nigga.
Now walk it like I told you. Can't tell when. Now the beat rides.
I
but
gotta stay in my zone.
I
Even
hate
Wheelchair
that.
Jimmy did his thing.
I couldn't stand him, and that's the reason he took that. And because he put that whack ass verse on. Everybody broke down his shit. I don't know what he was doing.
Hold out.
Like what the hell was he talking about on there? Like,
Oh my God. Hey,
man.
No. Drake verse was dope.
That was trash.
You just don't like Drake.
You know what?
I
though?
love Drake.
It's kinda
you
low.
hate Drake.
No, I don't hate Drake.
Yes, you do.
This
I
goes
don't
back though,
hate
like
Drake. I hate Drake.
Offset continues to give his best verses
Yeah.
on their singles.
Yeah. Well, that's smart though.
It's just like his presence
Elliot
is
got
always
me
there.
rocking.
He shows up. It's like Game 7 every time.
love that
Yeah,
song,
Offset
dog.
does do that. I'm just like right now, like he said, is just like how they make stuff for the moment.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, have they hit the tip of the iceberg with this whole? Because I feel like it's a gift and a curse when you get that
they
big.
pinnacle.
It's yet to be seen. Cause
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's yet to be seen because I feel like I thought it last year. I was like, okay, they big, and then when Culture 2 didn't deliver, that's when I felt like, you know what?
My biggest complaint about the Migos, and again, it's because they are slaves of the moment. They don't give you time to grow with their records. Like, they don't give you time to just sit and enjoy their music. Yeah. Because, like, if you think about it, Culture came out, then Without Warning dropped.
Yeah.
And then
the Quality Control
Control album dropped.
Yeah,
then the mixtape. Yeah. Then the other one dropped a project with somebody else.
The Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin 21 Savage.
That's Without Warning. That's Without Warning.
Yeah.
But then another one dropped one with somebody else though, didn't it?
Takeoff, that didn't come out. Takeoff and Yachty was supposed to drop.
Yeah, Takeoff and Yachty was supposed to drop.
Either way it goes, they again, because they're slaves of the moment, they put out so much music that you don't get a chance to just sit and grow. Without Warning was. And I'm not even a big 21 Savage fan, but I really like that.
Somebody
really
said 21 Savage sounds like he's taking your order at Taco Bell. That's the way he rap. But we could go in and talk about this all day. I think today was a great episode, y'all. Where can we follow you, Mr. Euro?
You can follow me at Mr. European on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're gonna do a lot of social media right now, but
how you say that last one again?
Facebook.
I like that. It's
Facebook.
And you already know where we find you at
your mama house.
Oh man! Oh man!
Nah, you know it's at THEE DJPM. That's at the DJPM on all social media. Facebook Peter McElliott.
And again, you need to make sure you subscribe to the official YouTube channel.
If you ain't subscribed, that's shame on you.
YouTube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork. Make sure that you hit that notification thing so you can get all of our notification alerts and all that other stuff. Follow me at JRed.
Bam.
This is JRed, DJPM, Mr. Euro, Red's View signing out.
Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Oh no, we are not the same. We don't have the same thought patterns. I'm trying to fly up to the sky while you climb the ladder. I'm on a different path while you staying in your lane. Instead of buying a ticket, I'd rather be on stage. You rather follow procedures while I would take a chance. I'd rather find a for myself than wondering what if. You rather have a salary with 401k.